So who is our middle ground candidate for next Pope? The cardinal who seems to be the outstanding favourite at the moment is Cardinal Pietro Parolin, 70 years old, an Italian, and he was the Secretary of State under Pope Francis. He's well known on the world stage due to him working with countries all over the world for many years now. His ability for governance, diplomacy, I don't think there'd be any concerns in that area. However, there has been some controversy with a few of his diplomatic decisions and the processes he's been a part of, in particular his handling of the relations with China and the appointment of bishops and allowing China to have a greater influence on Chinese bishops. So a lot of people weren't overly happy with that outcome. There's also concern that he then doesn't have a lot of pastoral experience. He's being in diplomacy, working on the world stage at that higher level. His ability to connect with people every day may be lacking, but he is seen as a more moderate version of Pope Francis. So if there may be a bit of back and forth between do we continue with someone like Pope Francis, do we go a different way, Cardinal Parolin may be the one who is able to be that middle ground candidate when they're voting. What we usually seem to see, though, is that whoever the favourite is very rarely becomes the Pope. One of the phrases I'm hearing all the time in the media, everybody seems to be using it, is that he who goes into the conclave as a Pope will come out a cardinal. And this usually can be based especially around the fact that a lot of people will be researching the key candidates, and therefore a lot more discussion is happening about them before the conclave. A lot more things are seen about the way they've been, the way they've acted up until this point. So Cardinal Parolin, as I said, he seems to be a favourite at the moment, but it seems that a lot of the time the favourite isn't always successful, isn't always elected.